Okay, so let's continue with your briefing for mini project. So mini project is basically to cover hormone biochemistry. Okay, it's basically a presentation. So you need to create like a slides, and then you present and explain on the content. All right. So the mode for this assignment, mini project, is group work. So it has to be minimum 2, maximum 3 people. Okay. So later on, I'll announce in the group so that you can pick your partners. Okay. You can arrange on your own. Okay, you need to submit the slides itself and also a recorded presentation that you do. Okay, recorded presentation lah senang. Okay, you need to upload the slides and also the video, okay, in GC. And this one, the date of submission would be on 3rd of December. Okay, but if you have any issues in maybe with your teamwork ke apa ke, just let me know. Right, if you need time and so on, or any explanation. Okay, because this one is your own self-study. You need to study it first and then you present. Okay, then I'll feedback during our class later for this mini project. Okay, so we have 5 different topics. So you need to choose one of them. Okay, so we have hormones of pancreas, insulin and glucagon, and then thyroidal hormones, T3 and T4, adrenal medullary, which is the adrenaline or noradrenaline. If you are referring to a US sources, they may have written it as epinephrine and norepinephrine. So it's basically the same. Spelling is like this, epinephrine. Okay, sama je. Then and also norepinephrine. Alright. And then testicular hormone, basically testosterone and androsterone, and hormones of hypophysis, which is FSH and LH, okay, the ones in our menstrual cycle. Okay, so you need to pick. So these 5 is actually influencing the biochemical reactions in our body. Okay. So what do you need to cover? Basically in the presentation is a brief introduction based on the hormone itself. Okay, where is it being produced? Who released them? Okay, which structure? Okay, is there any specific cells involved? Okay, when is it important? Okay, and then basically the structure of the hormone and the general function of the hormone. Okay, what is it regulating? Okay, and the third one would be the importance of the hormone to biochemical reactions. Okay, how is it influencing the carbohydrate metabolism, for example? Okay, for example, kan, adrenaline. Is there any influence of adrenaline on glycolysis, for example? Is it enhancing glycolysis? Is it inhibiting glycolysis? Okay, or no effect? So you need to look into the effect of these hormones on lipid metabolism, carbohydrate metabolism, and protein metabolism. Okay, to address point number 3, the importance of the hormone. Sekejap, saya record. Okay. Okay. For example, insulin and glucagon. So you can look into how does insulin and glucagon influence, for example, carbohydrate metabolism. Okay. How does they influence protein metabolism? Is it speeding up the process or is it inhibiting? Right. And then the next point would be the example of hormone deficiency and also the treatment. So this is very general. You can do maybe 1 to 2 slides on this. Okay. Let's say if you have insulin deficiency. So what is the disease associated to insulin deficiency? For example, diabetic kan. Orang yang ada diabetes tu biasa dia akan cucuk insulin because the insulin is not functional, for example. So you need to include example of the particular hormone deficiency, what happens, and then what are the example of current treatment that we use. Okay. If someone is having adrenaline deficiency, okay, or non-functioning adrenaline, so how do we address that? How do we treat them? Okay, so that is very brief on 1 to 2 slides dah cukup, and then references. Okay, Okay. For this assignment, this is basically the learning outcome. Okay, for you to be able to illustrate the concept just now. Okay, the points here, the 4 main points over here. Okay, using effective diagram. So I don't want you to read the slides, baca je. Okay, you can put your words, your illustrations and whatnot, and then you need to explain. Okay, and relate back to this point number 3, the importance of this hormone to the biochemical reactions. Okay, you can pick either of these 1 to 5. Boleh je nak overlap with other groups. I don't mind that. Okay, but make sure point number 3 ni you address it in detail lah. Okay, you answer this, the importance of hormone to the biochemical reactions. Okay. So this one, I will upload the rubric so that you later you know lah how you will be assessed. But in general, it's basically how you convey the information. Okay, how you understand point number 3, importance of this hormone to biochemical reactions, and how you explain it. Right? So if you read slides, then you will get less marks lah basically, because you just baca je. I want you to explain. Okay, you try to draft them first. Maybe by next week ke next 2 weeks ke, you can send the draft to me to check. Okay, and then you can proceed with the preparation of the slides and presentation. Okay, any question for mini project?
Miss, for the recorded ones, berapa minit Sebab usually like ada subjects or ada assignments ada limit macam 10 ke 15 minit. Not sure lah if sini ada ke tidak.
Try to make it less than 15 minutes lah. Jangan panjang sangat. Because I just letak limit on the number of slides. So maybe one slide 1 minute ke macam tu, lebih kurang. Okay.
Okay, Miss.
Okay. Any more question? Maybe not on this assignment ke, on other topics ke. For
Kalau grouping, Miss akan pilihkan ke ataupun?
You all boleh pilih. So nanti saya announce dalam group WhatsApp, so you can ask lah, you can PM your friends yang dalam group tu, nak group dengan siapa. Because mini project ni I highly encourage you to do it in group lah, because the assessment will also assess on your teamwork. Okay. Okay. I haven't mark semua orang punya assignment lagi, assignment 1 and assignment 2. So just reminder lah, I think semua orang kat sini dah mostly dah hantar assignment 1 and assignment 2. So far nampak macam okay. You have the details that I already requested kan in your assessment handout. Tapi nanti saya tengok balik lah to feedback you guys. Alright. In any other issues? Do you have any issues assessing the materials in GC ke? Ada notes yang tak nampak ke? Semua okay?